Welcome to the Online Digital Marketing Podcast. We'll be discussing marketing strategies, trends, and tips that will help your business succeed in the digital age. Every episode, we'll be interviewing industry professionals and providing valuable insights on how to leverage digital tools for maximum engagement and ROI. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest trends in online marketing.
Have you ever just stopped and considered that your thoughts aren't just fleeting things? Like maybe they're actually powerful architects, constantly drawing up the blueprint for your reality.
It's a fascinating question, isn't it?
Yeah. Like what if the real secret to changing your circumstances, your health, maybe even your whole potential, actually just hinges on what you choose to think about?
That's a really captivating idea, and it feels both, ancient wisdom and somehow incredibly modern, especially now with science validating so much of it.
Exactly. That's why today we're doing a deep dive into a work that, honestly, it feels startlingly relevant, even though it was written over a century ago. James Allen's As a Man Thinketh.
It's a classic for a reason.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just some dusty old book, It's more like a foundational text, a blueprint for understanding how our inner world, our thoughts, fundamentally shape our outer experience.
And what's really remarkable about Allen, I think, is how he distills these pretty complex ideas into principles that are, well, they're not just easy to get your head around, but you can act on them straight away.
Right. He meant it as a practical guide, didn't he? Not just theory.
Precisely.
So our mission today is to kind of cut through everything and pull out the really potent nuggets of wisdom from Allen's insights. And then, this is the important part, pair them with practical, hands-on exercises.
Making it actionable.
Exactly. Think of this deep dive as like your shortcut. You'll understand the core ideas, sure, but also how to actually integrate them into your daily life. We've looked at reviews, chapter summaries, application guides, trying to give you a really full picture.
A comprehensive view.
Yeah. So get ready. We're going to unpack the main ideas chapter by chapter, explore some maybe surprising connections, and give you specific, easy exercises to put these powerful concepts to work immediately. Okay, let's kick things off at the very beginning. The foundation, chapter 1, thought and character. Ellen starts with this statement that's just, it's so simple, but wow, it's challenging. People are literally what they think.
Yeah, that hits hard, doesn't it?
It does. He's saying your character isn't some fixed destiny. It's actually the sum total of all your thoughts, which, if you follow that logic...
It means you're never really a victim of fate.
Right. Because if you consciously change your thoughts, you directly change who you are. That's revolutionary, really.
It is powerful. What Allen's really getting at here is this idea of conscious thought building. Our habits, our self-image, they aren't set in stone.
They're being sculpted.
Exactly. Sculpted constantly by the mental landscape we choose to cultivate. If you keep thinking a certain way, you're basically hardwiring those patterns. And those patterns, they just show up as your character.
It's a bit sobering, actually. Makes you think, what are you feeding your mind?
It does. It's a reminder that what we focus on mentally really does determine the kind of person we become.
Okay, so if our character is this sum of thoughts, it makes you wonder, how much of that's just who I am is actually a choice we're making? Maybe unconsciously.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
So how do we start? How do we begin this conscious character building? Allen gives us some clues, and here's some immediate actions you can take. First, daily reflection.
Okay.
Just identify one recurring thought you have, maybe about yourself, work, whatever. Then, honestly, just write down, is this helping me grow or is it holding me back?
Simple awareness. I like it.
Second, try journaling. Each night, maybe just a few minutes, jot down how specific thoughts might have influenced your actions or feelings that day. Connect the dots.
Seeing the link between thought and action makes sense.
And third, affirmation. Start your morning speaking a positive affirmation, something that aligns with the character you want to build.
Tuning the tone. Yeah, these are practical starting points.
All right, so if thoughts shape character, what about the world around us? Allen takes this idea even further in chapter 2. Effective thought on circumstances.
Yes, this is a big one. He argues our outer circumstances aren't random. They're a direct reflection, sometimes delayed maybe, but a reflection of our inner thoughts and attitudes.
Which can be a tough pill to swallow sometimes.
Definitely. This is where he brings in that really vivid gardener analogy. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the mind is a garden.
Exactly. Your mind's the garden, your thoughts are the seeds you plant, and your circumstances. That's your harvest.
So if you plant weeds...
You can't expect flowers, right? If we're constantly harboring negative, limiting thoughts, our external world is eventually going to mirror that inner state. It really challenges blaming external factors.
It really does. And you see it play out, don't you? Same situation, different people, totally different outcomes based purely on mindset.
Absolutely. It happens all the time.
So the key question then is, how can you, listening right now, start actively?
Yeah.
Well, weeding and cultivating your own mental garden.
Good question. What are the practical steps?
Okay, here's how you can start immediately. First, do a mind garden audit. Like literally list the weeds, those persistent negative thoughts, and the flowers, the positive ones you're growing.
Get clear on what's actually in there.
Exactly. Then practice, replace and replant. Every time, and this takes discipline, every time a negative thought pops up, consciously replace it with a constructive one. Think of it like mental weight training.
It builds strength over time.
It does. And finally, act as if. Pick one action each day that's based on a positive belief you want to embody, as if that outcome you desire is already real. Take the action. Okay, let's shift gears slightly to our second theme, thought's impact on well-being and purpose. This brings us to Chapter 3, effective thought on health and the body.
A fascinating connection.
Alan makes a really strong case here. He says our thoughts and emotions directly affect our physical health, things like fear, worry, anger. He suggests they can actually make us susceptible to illness.
While positive, peaceful thoughts actively promote wellness, vitality.
And what's amazing is how much this old idea is now being backed up by, well, modern science.
No, totally. The mind-body connection isn't fringe anymore. It's a major field. How your psychological state impacts your physical well-being, it's undeniable.
Your attitude doesn't just feel different. It actually changes things biologically, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Stress hormones, inflammation levels, energy, even how fast you heal. A mind constantly spinning with anxiety, for example, that can show up as real physical stuff. Chronic tension, stomach issues, a weaker immune system.
It's not just abstract philosophy. It's
Yeah.
biology.
It's real.
Wow. So knowing how deeply linked our minds and bodies are, what can we do? How can we consciously cultivate healthier thoughts for a healthier body?
Practical steps again.
Let's do it. First, try a thought health check. Just notice during your day when you feel stressed or negative, what happens physically. Jaw clenching, shoulders tight, fatigue, headache. Just build that awareness.
Tuning into your body's signals. Good.
Next, embrace relaxation or meditation. Even 5 minutes. Simple breathing exercise, maybe focus on gratitude, or just finding a moment of peace. Make it a daily practice.
Consistency is key there, even if it's short.
Definitely. And finally, create a simple self-care plan. Pick one healthy habit, maybe drinking more water, stretching, getting enough sleep, and consciously link it to positive thinking. Frame it as an act of self-care, promoting wellness.
Okay, from physical health, let's move to our sense of direction. Chapter 4, Thought and Purpose.
Purpose. Crucial.
Alan really emphasizes this, linking your thoughts to a strong, clear purpose. He says it's absolutely fundamental for any real accomplishment.
And on the flip side,
Doubt and fear. He calls them the twin enemies of achievement. A clear goal, though, that focuses and harnesses your inner power like nothing else.
it makes sense. A focused mind is powerful, but, it's easy to say find your purpose for a lot of people. Figuring out that clear why is the hard part.
That's true. So how do Alan's ideas help someone who's maybe still searching? And once you do have a purpose, what are the daily practices that help you really align all your thoughts with it? It's not just about having the goal.
It's about making it the dominant force in your mind.
Exactly, that focused, intentional alignment. That's what turns vague wishes into actual drivers.
Okay, so let's make this actionable too. First, craft a purpose statement. Just write down a clear, concise goal or purpose for, say, the upcoming week. Keep it manageable.
Something specific.
Yes. Then align activities. End of each day, quick review. Did my actions, my thoughts today, move me closer to that purpose, or did they pull me away? Honest check-in.
Accountability.
And this one's key. Remove doubts. Every single time doubt or fear whispers in your ear, you need to actively, maybe even verbally counter it. Restate a positive, purpose-driven thought. even if it feels a bit weird at first.
Reprogramming that inner dialogue. I like it.
All right, moving into our third theme, manifesting visions and achieving serenity. This takes us to chapter 5, the thought factor in achievement.
Building on the purpose idea.
Yeah, Alan goes deeper into how ideas actually become reality. He says, look, all achievement starts with a thought, a vision, an idea. We get that. But
There's a but.
there's a big but. It must be followed by rigorous hard work, discipline, persistence. He's very clear. Focused thought plus consistent effort. That's what separates the achiever from the mere dreamer.
So he's definitely not advocating for just, like, wishful thinking. No manifesting without rolling up your sleeves.
Not at all.
Oh.
He really drives home the role of sacrifice, a diligent mindset. That's the bridge between the idea and the actual result.
It's that sustained, focused effort. Mental grit, you could call it. That's what builds the bridge. Dreams are easy, right? Pursuing them with discipline, that's the valuable part.
So true. So if diligence and effort are crucial, what can you do, practically speaking? Immediate actions. First, vision to action.
Okay.
Take a goal, visualize it clearly, then break it down, smallest possible steps, and commit. Complete just one of those tiny actions daily. Build momentum.
Small wins. Very effective.
Second, try a persistence challenge. Actively look for and maybe even note down an instance where you pushed through an obstacle, however small, because you persevered. Celebrate that resilience.
Acknowledging your own grit.
Damn.
Nice.
And third, maybe keep a sacrifice journal for a week. Identify one habit or distraction, maybe too much scrolling, complaining that you're willing to consciously sacrifice to make more room for achieving your goal.
Making space. Purposeful action. Good stuff.
Okay, next up is chapter 6, visions and ideals. This one's quite inspiring.
It is. Here, Alan argues that our cherished visions, our deepest ideals, they are incredibly powerful forces. Over time, they directly shape our destiny.
He even says the loftier, the more profound your ideal, the greater your potential achievement will be. It's like reality follows your imagination.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? When you look at history or even just significant personal achievements, they almost always started with someone holding on to a powerful vision against all odds.
Absolutely. Every great invention, every movement.
It begs the question for each of us. What do you currently, as Alan puts it, glorify in your mind? What ideals are you holding up? What future are you constantly, maybe even unconsciously, visualizing for yourself?
That's a powerful question for reflection. So to make this less abstract, here are some immediate steps. Try guided visualization.
How would that work?
Spend just 5 or 10 minutes a day vividly picturing an ideal life scenario playing out. Feel the emotions, then maybe jot down the feelings or ideas that come up.
Engaging the senses and emotions. Powerful.
You could also create a vision board. Old school, maybe, but effective. Physical or digital collage images, words, symbols that really represent your core ideals and goals.
Visual cues work.
They do. And for a simple daily reminder, just write down your core personal vision and stick it somewhere you'll see it constantly. Your desk, phone lock screen, bathroom mirror. Keep it top of mind. And that brings us to Alan's final chapter, chapter 7, serenity.
The culmination, in a way.
Yeah, he argues that calmness of mind is the ultimate prize, the ultimate power, actually. Mastering your thoughts, according to Alan, ultimately leads to this profound state of serenity.
And he suggests this inner peace isn't passive at all, is it?
Not at all. He says it actively attracts positive people, it opens doors to opportunities, and it's basically the hallmark of true wisdom.
It's not just about feeling calm. It's presented as a state of, like, inner power and control, which raises the question, especially in our crazy busy world, what techniques can you actually use to foster that deeper inner calm?
Right, and how does that calm actually influence things like leadership or relationships or seizing opportunities? A calm mind makes clearer choices. Project stability.
It makes you more attractive in the broadest sense. People are drawn to that calm energy.
It's fascinating. It feels like when you operate from genuine calm, good things just gravitate towards you more easily.
So what are the actions for cultivating this?
Okay, immediate actions for serenity. When you feel stress rising, take a serenity pause. Just stop. For 60 seconds, deep intentional breaths. Maybe repeat a calming word or phrase. Interrupt the stress cycle.
Simple but effective. A pattern interrupt.
Exactly. Then try an end-of-day check-in. Quick reflection. Note one situation where thinking calmly led to a good outcome. Or conversely, a moment where getting agitated maybe wasn't the best approach. Learn from it.
Reinforcing the benefits of calm.
And finally, consider adopting a meditation routine. Even something super simple. daily meditation, guided or just focusing silently on your breath. It really strengthens that inner peace muscle over time. It builds that foundation Alan talks about.
Okay, wow. So the principles in As a Man Thinketh are clearly powerful. We've unpacked them. But here's the big question, right? How do we make these ideas stick?
Yeah, how do we go from just understanding this intellectually to actually building strong, positive thought habit that become automatic, like second nature?
That's the real challenge, isn't it? It is. Because insight alone is often not enough. Consistent application, that's the key. The good news is modern psychology, neuroscience, they offer really practical, evidence-based methods for cultivating positivity, things you can weave into daily life.
Okay, let's get into those methods. First one, daily gratitude journaling.
A popular one, and for good reason.
Yeah, each morning or night, just make a point. Write down 3 specific things you are genuinely grateful for. Not just generic stuff, but specific things.
And the power there is that this simple, consistent act literally trains your brain. It anchors your mindset in appreciation, shifts your focus away from a lack or negativity towards abundance. It recalibrates your mental filter.
Love that.
Okay.
Okay, next, positive affirmations.
Yeah.
Start your day speaking one out loud, something like, I am resilient and capable, or I handle challenges effectively, something meaningful to you.
And the key here is repetition, isn't it? Not just saying it once in the morning, but repeating it, especially when that negative self-talk starts creeping in.
Right. It's like actively replacing the old negative track with a new positive one, rewiring those neural pathways towards self-belief.
Exactly. Then there's thought monitoring and reframing.
This requires a bit more active effort, maybe.
A little, yeah. Set reminders on your phone, whatever works, to just check in with your thoughts during the day. When you catch a negative one, consciously reframe it.
So instead of, I can't do this, it's too hard.
You might switch it to, okay, this is challenging, but I can learn from it, or I have the resources to figure this out. It's about intervening before the negativity spirals, catching it and redirecting it.
Active mental redirection. Got it.
Yeah.
What about visualization?
Oh, this is a powerful one. Spend just 5 minutes a day vividly imagining a positive outcome. See yourself succeeding or just handling your day with confidence and calm.
You're sort of pre-paving the way.
Precisely. You're essentially pre-experiencing success in your mind. You're building those positive mental scripts, which actually makes your brain more likely to notice and create those outcomes in reality. Priming the pump.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, how do we make all these consistent? It's easy to forget.
That's where habit stacking and cue pairing comes in. This is super practical.
Stacking.
Yeah, attach a new positive thought habit to an existing routine you already do without thinking.
Oh, like, think one grateful thought while brushing your teeth.
Exactly. Or maybe practice your affirmation while waiting for the coffee to brew. Use those existing habits as triggers, as cues. It makes building the new habit much, much easier. Consistency becomes almost automatic.
That's brilliant. So simple.
Okay.
Okay, what else?
Cultivating perspective and humor. This is huge for resilience. When you feel yourself getting upset or overwhelmed by something.
Which happens?
So it happens to everyone. Just pause, ask yourself, okay, hang on. Is this really as catastrophic as it feels right now? Can I find any humor in this? Is there a lesson here?
Stepping back for a moment.
Exactly. That little bit of distance, that reframing, it can instantly lower stress. It stops those negative thought spirals before they really take hold. It's like a mental circuit breaker. Gives you back control.
A circuit breaker. I like that. And what about other people?
Crucial. Social support and accountability. Never underestimate this. Be intentional about surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people. People who model healthy thought habits themselves.
Energy is contagious, right?
Totally. And take it a step further. Share your intentions, maybe your goal for practicing gratitude or affirmations with a trusted friend or partner. Check in with each other.
Adds that layer of motivation.
A powerful layer. It helps you stay on track, especially when your own internal motivation might be flagging a bit.
Makes sense. Okay, one more.
Yes. Finally, make sure you use tracking and rewards. Seems simple, but it works.
Like just keeping score.
Pretty much. Use a journal, a calendar, an app, whatever works for you, to just track your daily completion of these habits. Did I do my gratitude list? Did I practice my affirmation? Check.
And the reward part.
Celebrate the milestones. Maybe after a week of consistent journaling, treat yourself to something small you enjoy. It reinforces the positive behavior. It makes the whole process feel less like a chore and more like an enjoyable journey of growth.
Wow. Okay. We have really covered a lot today. A truly profound deep dive exploring James Allen's timeless wisdom. This idea that our thoughts are literally the architects of our reality.
Yeah, shaping everything from our character, influencing our circumstances, impacting our health.
Clarifying our purpose, fueling achievements, and ultimately, hopefully, leading us towards that state of serenity.
It really is a powerful blend, isn't it? Foundational philosophy combined with these very practical, evidence-based ways to cultivate positive thought habits. It's a comprehensive roadmap, really.
For anyone who's committed to intentionally shaping their inner and their outer world. So now you have these insights, these tools. The big question is, what you do with them.
Yeah, the ball's in your court now.
We really challenge you. Pick just one exercise from today. Just one. Maybe the My Garden audit. Maybe a daily affirmation, maybe the serenity pause. And just commit to practicing it consistently this week.
And pay attention. Notice the shifts. They might be subtle at first, but notice them.
And remember, like you said, the goal isn't instant perfection. It's about consistent, deliberate effort. Persistence.
Every thought is a choice. And every choice you make is building your reality, moment by moment.
So what does this really mean for you right now? If your thoughts are the master architects, what kind of masterpiece are you designing today? And maybe more importantly, what will you choose to build tomorrow?
Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. Until our next deep dive.
Ready to take your online business to the next level? Subscribe to our digital marketing podcast and then join our Accountability for Success Mastermind. With expert advice from industry leaders, you'll gain knowledge and insights that will help you succeed in today's digital marketing world. From social media strategies to search engine optimization, we have all the tools you need. Learn from successful entrepreneurs and take control of your online success. Join the Accountability for Success Mastermind now at bit.ly/AFSM podcast.